It's March, we're in Iowa, and so it's windy. So our goal right now is to find cover so we don't have to sit in all this wind. Today, I find myself in a quiet corner of the Loess Hills where it feels like time hasn't gone by. I'm waxing poetic today. I came across a grave out here. I knew it was out here, but I didn't expect to find it today. The grave I came across belonged to a man named Charles Larpenteur. He was a fur trader. He spent 40 years living out here by the Missouri River with his wife, Rebecca. He once wrote a beautiful passage that said, "The prairie stretched as far as the eye could reach. All was silence." I have no idea what the days of Charles and Rebecca look like exactly. But I imagine today the wind sounded the same. I'm in the same hills, and I'm experiencing the same silence of Charles. As always, I came out here to slow things down, to think, a little clearer, to prepare myself for the week ahead. Tonight, though, I am making camp not too far away from where Charles and Rebecca's story ended. That makes this camp out a lot more special. Thanks for coming with me. Let's finish setting up camp. We got some chores to do. Process wood, dig a hole, and get dinner started. And then maybe we can go visit Charles and Rebecca gravesite one more time at sunset. I imagine the sunsets looked the same back then too. Let's have a beer. You know what I did? I went to the Asian market to get all my groceries for this trip. So there is a Japanese theme to all the food and drink. And I picked up some Sapporo beer. I'm looking forward to it. I am thirsty. Oh. That's refreshing. And you know me, while I'm at the Asian market, I always want to buy something I've never had before. And I've been on this kick about trying all the different Lay's potato chips from China. And this one is wasabi flavored. So, I'm a little scared. Let's try it. I love wasabi, but I know it can burn too. Yeah, it's just the flavor, not the burn. And it's delicious. Absolutely yummy. I suppose we should talk about dinner. I bought some pork belly, sliced pretty thick, and I'm going to grill that over the fire. I have a Japanese soy-based dipping sauce to dip it in. Gonna have some white rice with that. And if things work out, I also brought some pre-made gyoza that I bought in the frozen food section at the Asian market. So hopefully all that works out. It should be. Should be simple. Should be successful. No problem. I'm gonna wait on the fire though. It's windy and it's forecast for the winds to diminish greatly in about an hour. So I'm just gonna wait. There's no rush. The nice thing about the wind, when you can enjoy it like I am, without feeling the brunt of its force, in my face, but I can hear it. And the sound of the wind, I must say, it's like listening to the ocean. It's relaxing.
Guys, doesn't this look delicious? Ah, excited. Look at that. That's how gyoza is supposed to look. Steam frying. Mmm. It's spicy. Let's try the pork belly. Mmm. I love pork belly.
Morning. It's a little chilly this morning and breezy. It's starting to get warmer though, the sun's coming up. I'm not feeling the brunt of the wind, it's still going over the top of me. Just a little breezy down here from time to time. I'm really glad I brought my tent. The wind shifted around on me and changed directions in the middle of the night. It came right out of the north for a bit. Now it's back out of the south. It's a little manic, I guess. But the tent was comfortable. I forget how warm a tent actually is. It wasn't until I went out about 3 in the morning to take a pee that I realized, wow, it's kind of chilly out here, because inside the tent I was nice and toasty. I slept pretty good. I feel like this trip is a little bit different, and I'm sure it's because I'm camped probably 1,000 yards away from Charles Larpenteur's gravesite, his and his wife Rebecca's. I just can't help but think of what life must have been like for them here, watching all the change that's occurring. And it's very telling that he wanted to be buried, his final resting place, here in the Loess Hills. I can't say that I blame him. I'm in awe on how much history the hills holds. From time to time I run across artifacts from what I'm guessing is early in the last century, machinery or the skeleton of a car or a tractor. I don't consider that litter. I mean, it was from a time where things were just different. I consider those things to be artifacts, and I enjoy them. I guess it gives me a glimpse of what it was like for people to live here. And I can absolutely relate on why they were drawn here. It's just gorgeous. So I think I'm just going to spend this morning doing what I love most on my trips and making myself a cup of instant coffee and sitting around this little fire until it's time to leave. From time to time you do find some rocks in the Loess Hills. You know, this previous week I was indecisive on exactly where I wanted to camp this weekend. I just happened to be hunting for new camping spots and drove down a dead-end dirt road. And it led me to that little cemetery where Charles and Rebecca are buried. I don't ever want to say that I script what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do in these videos. I do have my routines, and I do think about a plot that I want to share beforehand. And the plot I was thinking for this video before I arrived was Iowa's wind, because it has been windy. But after finding the little cemetery, I of course had to adjust. And so no planning went into how to tell Charles's story. Everything that I'm sharing with you is just my initial reactions. And my initial reaction was almost like melancholy. Here was a man that saw so much of the changes that occurred during the Western movement, setting up towns, eventually becoming cities, starting a business. I can't imagine what it's like to be a fur trader. So I hope this video just kind of shows my respect, not just to Charles and his wife Rebecca, but to really everybody who has called this beautiful place in the Loess Hills home. There was a reason why you were drawn here and that you stayed. And I like to think those are the same reasons why I come back every weekend. And I come back with excitement. I look forward to it. So I really hope you enjoyed this one as much as I do. And I know this is normally when I say my goodbyes. Just stick around for a few more minutes. During my hike out of here, I'm going to stop at Charles and Rebecca's grave markers one more time and just pay my last respects.